So today I'm going to demonstrate how I wrap up my baby to baby wear using my large stretchy baby wrap, and this is a forward facing front carry. So the first thing I need to do is find the center of my wrap, which is marked with a tag, and I'm going to fold the wrap in half horizontally, so I have like one long hot dog folded piece of material. Then I'm going to take the wrap and finding that center, I'm going to put the center just above my belly button. So here's my belly button and here's the top. And I make sure when I place it this way, the open part to the fold is facing up. So I'm going to wrap it around my stomach. I'm going to cross it in the back, and then each tail is going to come up over my shoulders. So that way I have an X in the back, like this. And when I do this part, I make sure that these straps did not get twisted in any way. They are still flat. And then, once they are to the front like this, still flat, I am going to place my left side on the bottom and my right side on top. I do this because I like to stick my baby in the left side of the wrap first. So really it's personal preference which one you put on the bottom. And then after I have them gathered together with one side on the bottom, I'm going to tuck it through the pouch, so that way through the loop that I have here, and I'm going to make sure it's still crisscrossed, so I have an X in the front now as well. And I wrap both sides around my back, both sides around the front. The front is more because I just have a really long wrap. So if your wrap's not long enough to wrap all the way around the front, that's okay. So now I have a crisscross in the back, one in the front, and I am ready to get my baby. And this is Wyatt. Say hi, Wyatt. He is just over 7 months old and just over 17 pounds. So the first thing I'm going to do is hold him facing me with my right arm, because he's going to go into the left side of the wrap first. And so I will stretch this left side out, and I'm going to put his leg through. Then I'm going to stretch it up over his back. Then I'm going to grab the right wrap, and I have to bend his knee a little bit to get his leg through there. And now I'm going to stretch this side over his back. So I should have both sides of my X kind of wrapped around his back, and the bottom is nice and wide at this point, so that way his knees are higher than his bum and his feet are kind of spread out, so we make an M shape here. Now at this point I'm going to find that band I started by putting across my stomach, and I'm going to wrap it around his legs. I'm going to find this side. So I put his legs through that band. And at this point, I kind of straighten it out. And then remember, we folded it. So I want to grab the front part of that fold. In this case, my front part is the side with the tag on it. And I'm going to pull that up and stretch it over his back, so that way he is secure. Now I'm going to make sure the knot is nice and tight, and he is all wrapped up, and I have use of both of my hands, so that way I can go get some housework done. And usually Wyatt is pretty good at sleeping in this position. He likes to look around and play, but then he'll lay up against my chest and fall asleep. Notice he's also nice and high. I can kiss his head and make sure that he is generally happy and doing okay. So, and he has already slipped out of his side pockets. That is hard to keep their shoulders in after they have gotten so big.